Yo, what up guys, welcome to your one-stop shop. For Cops, this is Kevin, and today I wanted to cover the Always Classic movement. This is a movement that Reebok recently put out. It's a movement that's gonna promote their classics because they've been doing this thing for 40 years. And so I just wanted to go over it and a few things that I noticed when I was looking at this movement. So like I said, this movement is featuring 4 decades of classics, heritage, and excellence, and features historic kind of like silhouettes like the classic leather, the classic nylon, the freestyle, the Club C, and the workout. So those are like the 4 main silhouettes that Reebok is heading it off with. And so, well, the classic leather and the classic nylon kind of like being in the same vein. And you can kind of see, like, with all the collaborations they've been doing lately, they've been definitely focusing on their classics, which has been, it's definitely been a journey, because they're the same shoe. But it's really important to kind of like see beyond the message and see what they're trying to say. They have a lot of diverse people heading the campaign. So they have people like Gigi, Hadid, and Ariana Grande, but then they have like really diverse artists like Yachty and Ray Shremmerd, and they even have K-pop artists like Somi that I didn't know of, but then I looked her up, and apparently she's like a really popular K-pop artist. So they have a bunch of different people from different cultures representing. I know there's Teyana Taylor as well. So these are people who really do their own thing and promote their own brand. So these are the perfect people to kind of say, this is who we are and we're not going to change, and this is how I'm going to change the game just by being myself. That was kind of relating back to one of the quotes from Ray Shremmerd, the group. I don't know who said it from the group, but they said, "You shouldn't care what people think, you should just be yourself." And I thought that really was touching, because Ray Shremmerd is like super weird. Like, their music is super easy to bump, but they're massively weird, and it's kind of cool to see them do their own thing, especially because like I don't know, there's something about them that makes them so unique, and their style is so out there that it's almost unacceptable. But then you have to accept that that's their way of creatively expressing themselves. Another quote from the person that I mentioned before, Somi from K-pop, was like, "Don't be the same, that's not classic," which kind of reinvents the way that I think about classics. You know, like if you think about the Reebok classics, you think about like, oh, we're going back to the same themes that we saw earlier in like a few decades ago with our shoes. But really, it's kind of interesting to me, and it got me thinking about how different people would dress up the Reebok classics, because a lot of people will rock like maybe a white pair of Reebok classics with maybe like some dark denim and like a white shirt, for example. But then other people take those same Reebok classics, those white with the gum bottoms, and then they go absolutely crazy with the rest of their outfit. So it really reminds me, like, we're all kind of in the same shoes, but the way we express ourselves in the other parts of our life are kind of what make us classic and kind of what make us our own people. And you can just do your own thing and be influential in that capacity, and I think that Reebok did a good job in choosing people who represent that message. That being said, with this Always Classic movement, I'm expecting some really wacky shoe collaborations, because if they're showing people you can be yourself, then I really expect Reebok to collaborate with these new groups. Maybe Ray Shremmerd will get its own shoe as like a group, or its own shoe design at least. Hopefully I get to see exactly what these people mean in the next few months, as Reebok probably rolls out some pretty bold shoes for spring and summer, because that's when shoe companies really push out their bold shoes. Not during winter and fall so much, because you have to tone yourself down, but I hope to see something that is always classic coming up in spring and summer. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching your one-stop shop for Cops. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below what kind of shoe collaborations you would like to see and what it means for you to be always classic, because I would love to hear how you kind of just always be yourself. Anyway, see you guys.